to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
To throw from his end zone, Brady. He's got a man, complete. The 40, 20, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 99 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to... Be a delay. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A give up the middle, it's Emmett. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Now Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run here with Raymond Calais, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That would be the key to this drive.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, Prescott here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Smith. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always...
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown Titans. Earl Campbell, 75 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes?
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, it's Earl Campbell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Earl Campbell, 67 yards. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge of...
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the Coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach.
That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've not...
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will to vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On play action, now Brady.
Right back to Njoku.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So out come the Raiders.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Carr going to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offense.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
Good coverage there. Getting a hand on it was Nate Hobbs.
Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre 1st down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot of
1st down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raiders heading out to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Johnson's got it complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyron Johnson, 54 yards. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Inside handoff. Smith.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Back now in Arlington. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A gain there of 21 yards. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. To throw is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Young. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A Raider first down, Carter in throw.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Carr.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So consecutive picks, and each offense, they drove the ball close enough to at least attempt a field goal, but on back-to-back drives, the defense has stood firm and forced an interception.
Yeah, it's a really nice battle, seeing one answer the other with a turnover to keep points off the board.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Smith. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Brady. And open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.on. Brown. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tom Brady in the offense. Down 14-7. 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. Touchdown! David Njoku from 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Coldell as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Sanders. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense.
Brady's throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Congratulations on you.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Moss. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Randy Moss, 55 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Ware, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific... individual effort on defense.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always...
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go back to the ground with Smith. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Emmett now on the counter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now he'll throw with Brady. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Brady now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Patterson running between the tackles. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Play fake. Mariota. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mariota.
That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
go. It's Patterson.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they just did not get the snap away in time. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Brady. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Again, Patterson.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, Dom Maggio out to punt.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Give up the middle. It's Emmett. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 42 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Brady.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th.
Brady.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
To try again after the sack. Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, Sanders now to return. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Brady, and it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brady to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw, Mariota. Pass complete to Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Mariota.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. One last shot now for Mariota.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay.
Jk90.